Today we're talking injury updates and notable injuries from the opposition. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget we're giving away 2 tickets to see the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Las Vegas Raiders on December 24th. Main thing you got to do first and foremost is be a subscriber. Details are in the description. We're giving away those tickets on during the post game of the Eagles versus Steelers post game show on October 30th. Again, details in the description. Please hit that like and subscribe. Please hit that like and subscribe button. With that being said, guys, I'm Daniel J. This is State of the Steelers, and welcome to the Huddle. So there's been some notable injuries that have occurred this past coming game in the loss against the Cleveland Browns that have transitioned throughout the week that we're going to be talking about this, today. None more importantly than Minka Fitzpatrick, who went down. He actually played the entire game, but after the press conference with Mike Tomlin on Tuesday, it was shown that he was in concussion protocol. It is suspected that during a early play in the second half, he took a shot from Nick Chubb, knee to the side of his head. That might be suspected where he may have sustained the possible concussion. Regardless, he was in concussion protocol, and on Wednesday, he was a full participant. And so I anticipate Minka Fitzpatrick making a full turnaround and becoming a full participant this coming matchup and being a full go. I don't anticipate there being a setback with Minka, given the fact that there's been a long mini bye / mini break here. The game was on Thursday night, so him being a full participant this early on in the week leads me to believe that he's going to be playing this Sunday. I apologize. Now we're gonna need him because the New York Jets are bringing back, and I say that with maybe some kind of sarcasm, but the New York Jets are bringing back Zach Wilson. He went down early in preseason. I believe it was the first time on the field, and he ended up going down with a knee. Had it surgically repaired. He's good to go. He's been cleared. Jets coach has already announced that he's going to be the starting quarterback over Joe Flacco. And I'll be honest with you guys, I think I rather prefer to see the young guy than Joe Flacco just because of the experience or the knowledge that Joe Flacco has on the way the Steelers like to run their defense. Joe Flacco's been has been in the North for a long period of time. I'm sure everybody remembers. And so with that being said, not that I fear Joe or anything. I think if Joe was starting, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense could handle him correctly. But in this scenario here, given the lack of pressure, the lack of pressure compared to when TJ Watt was on the team or has been healthy on the team, it has gone down. I think I'd rather see a Zach Wilson, a guy that might need to take a second or two longer to make the decisions that he needs to make going down the field. But going back to the Steelers, Whitherspoon did not participate. In my opinion, I don't think he's going to be playing in this game. I think that Levi Wallace is going to be taking up a lot of the snaps there on the outside for him, replacing him, until he gets back on the field and gets healthy. But I don't foresee him coming in. All indications and reports and stuff that I've read online is that it's a higher graded hamstring. It's a more severe one, and so he is not a full. He did not participate at all on Wednesday. But good news for the other players who were listed on the injury report talked about by Mike Tomlin. You have Kevin Dotson with an ankle. He was a full go on Wednesday. He's been having a lingering ankle issue for a while now, and so it's good to see that he's back and didn't take him too long. However, he needs to get that thing taken care of. It's been bothering him since the training camp. Hopefully he doesn't show up anymore, but if he doesn't go, then we might see Kendrick Green out there, and I don't think anybody wants to see 53 in the lineup anymore. And so unless we're going back to 2013 or something, but with Kendrick Green, no, he's not the guy. And so Dotson, he was a full participant. I think he's going to be a full go. And Presley Harvin, he's also a full participant with a hip. He after the game when was indicated that he had some hip issues. The Pittsburgh Steelers signed Jordan Berry, former punter of the Pittsburgh Steelers, an Australian guy that knows Mark Davison very well, I think. um, Let me know in the comment section. I think y'all are boys, right, Mark? Well, anyways, he'll be back. He's back on the practice squad. Given the fact that Presley Harvin is a full participant, it's going to be determined based on the quality of the practice that he's putting out there. If the hip isn't bothering him to the point where he's able to boom the kicks out there and do it consistently, then I don't foresee Jordan Berry being moved into onto the lineup. But if that hip does seem to bother him, and given the amount of work he's had to do this year so far, and probably the workload he's looking at doing, we're going to need a healthy Presley Harvin or healthy punter out there to give us a chance to flip some fields. Now with Jordan Berry, he was pretty good early in the years. It's usually when the season got cold is when the punt started to be affected, so to speak. And so in this game, if he has to come in and have some spot up duty for Presley Harvin, I think this is the good time for him to come in. On the flip side, to the Jets, they had their third offensive tackle they place on the injury reserve in George Fant. He had a surgically repaired knee in the offseason, and he just hadn't been right. They placed him on IR. He'll be replaced by Connor McDermott. He's initially in the year, he was listed as the Jets' third string left tackle, but due to some injuries, now he's there on the starting side, left tackle. He's been a career backup. This is going to be a situation for Alex Highsmith to take advantage of it. Right now, Alex Highsmith leads the NFL in sacks, and I think this is going to be an opportunity for him to rack up a couple more. Going up against a rookie quarterback. Well, he's not a rookie quarterback. I apologize. Going up against a second-year quarterback who's fairly new to the system, who didn't get an opportunity to have a full preseason and hasn't played anything this, current regular season. Him coming in this game, it's going to be tough for Zach Wilson, in my opinion. He's jumping on a moving train at a very young age, where it's not like he's a quarterback that's been in the system a while, that knows the system, that doesn't need any, has everything down. Zach Wilson is very much still learning the offense that he's in. And so I think the Steelers can take advantage of that, take advantage of the fact that he's going to have to make some decisions quicker. And if he doesn't and he holds onto the ball, Alex Highsmith is going to have to take advantage of McDermott and really make the Jets pay and get a few sacks there. I anticipate that being the case. I think this is going to be a bounce back game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think they're going to win convincingly. But you have this is going to be one key right here defensively that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to eye on. Garrett Wilson, the Jets wide receiver, he hasn't been listed on the injury report. However, he took a shot to the ribs during the game last week where he went down, and I didn't think he was coming back in the game. I was watching that game against the Cincinnati Bengals, and I didn't think he was going to come back in. I thought he had for sure some broken ribs or something of that nature, and sure enough, he came back in not too long later and isn't on the injury report. He's a tough kid. He's going to go across the middle. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to make him pay for doing so. And so those are going to be the key factors to this game, in my opinion. In my opinion, the Jets have a pretty good run game as well. I think they're averaging 6 yards a carry or something like that. But they get in these positions where they can't run the ball and they need to pass and things of that nature. And so, the Jets, in my opinion, you're going to have to make them one-dimensional and make them pass a lot and make Zach Wilson beat you. And I think the Steelers can do that, and I think they're going to take over this control of this game. I expect there to be quite a few turnovers, quite a few takeaways from the Steelers, taking away the ball from the Jets. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the matchup that Alex Highsmith is going to be having. Do you think that he's going to have a potential AFC MVP of the week, or defensive player of the week, I'm sorry, type of game. I think he's going to have that, and he's going to have to show up, especially without TJ Watt there. There has been some videos circulating of TJ Watt at practice already and practicing it up. I think he's coming back soon. I think he's first game he is eligible to come back in against his, I believe it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong, but I believe it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to be at that game, so it'd be great to see him there and get after Brady. We're definitely going to need him in that game and virtually the next 5 or 6 games of the rest of the season, because the schedule is going to get tough after this game. But I think the Steelers handle business this week. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We're giving away 2 tickets for the Steelers Vegas Raiders game. Those tickets are in the lower level in the end zone. And if you're going out to that game, I highly recommend you go out there the day before on December 23rd at 3:29 p.m. Art Rooney and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have a celebration for the 50th year anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, called the Immaculate Celebration. It's going to be happening there at the marker outside of Acrisure Stadium. If I was out there, I'd definitely be there, guys. I'll be here in Texas. Still relatively warm. I can guarantee you that Christmas will be probably in the 60s here, maybe 50s in Texas. It doesn't get cold until maybe like 1 or 2 weeks in January, and then maybe a day or 2 in February. But for the most part, it's pretty nice during the winter. So I recommend, if you guys are going to be out there, go out there the day before, though, and check that out. On the day of Christmas Eve, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be retiring Franco Harris's number 32. You get to be a part of history, and all you got to do is be a subscriber. Description, how to enter is in the description. My apologies. With that being said, guys, I'm Daniel J. This is State of the Steelers. Peace.